The Navajo Nation has come a long way. At the start of the pandemic, it was #1 for cases per capita, higher than New York City. Now the nation is over 70% vaccinated, but signs of the pandemic remain.
I think that there's always a fear. There's going to always be a fear now.
Carol Todachitney spent the last year and a half looking over her shoulder. The Kayenta, Arizona woman wondered if COVID would make an unwelcome return to do more harm to her body, mind, and soul. The virus can be unforgiving.
For a while there, it was really scary because we were having a funeral almost every other week.
Carol is one of the more than 36,000 Navajo people who got COVID since the pandemic started. She lived, but nearly 1,500 tribal members died of COVID-related complications. She still gets daily reminders of her life or death battle.
I still get tired easy. My memory's still foggy sometimes.
Her story highlighted the health inequities in Indian country. Carol says that she was repeatedly turned away from testing and couldn't get life-saving treatment on the reservation. The nation is roughly the size of West Virginia and spread out across 3 states. At the height of the pandemic, there were just 14 ICU beds for 173,000 residents. Carol is starting to feel more like herself with each passing day while still keeping her guard up.
I'm doing a lot better. I'm back to work full time. I have a whole different outlook with everything.
Zolzani hasn't given up the fight to bring water to the people. He launched Water Warriors, a nonprofit that hauls the precious resource to communities on the Navajo Nation. Many homes here still don't have running water. Zol says things have slowed down in the last year.
Unfortunately, that's just been the nature of it all. There's been a lot of groups that have stopped working. There's been a lot of people that couldn't afford to continue.
He uses this donated truck and water tank on his weekly deliveries.
Those of us that are using this equipment, we do appreciate it. We have seen it start from nothing. We have watched it grow.
Many Navajo families hope that federal dollars to fight COVID would bring infrastructure projects that brought water lines to homes.
In a handful of instances, we were able to see some of our elders have bathroom additions put on, and they had cistern tanks, underground tanks put in for themselves.
Zol says there's a sentiment that the tribal government isn't moving fast enough.
We all want it to happen again, like I said, instantly. I hope that our tribe becomes more efficient.
The tribe got $714 million from the CARES Act. Some of the money was set aside for these quality of life projects. Navajo President Jonathan Nez blames federal red tape and a deadline to spend the money for leaving some projects on the table.
Some of the regulations and the laws and the policies need to be updated so that projects, infrastructure projects, can be done quicker here in Indian country. Coming up on Friday night on the Night Beat, we go in depth on these water and electricity projects. How many families have finally been hooked up after waiting for decades, in some cases, even lifetimes? I'm Colton Schoen, KOB4.